Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Daylight. Report has it that Iyanifa called the Great Lion at 2 a.m., okay? And told the Great Lion that if you delay, OFARENDE will scatter. Someone will mix evil Ìgbagbá, Obi Ata, and Òrógbo with the sacred ones, okay? That was what Iyanifa told the Great Lion at about 2 a.m. at night. Yes, they said her voice was shaking the entire quiet of the palace. And the Great Lion was half asleep when he picked her call, but the urgency in her tone dragged him to full awareness immediately. She didn't waste time talking gently. She went straight into the matter, warning him that if he delayed even one more hour, OFARENDE would scatter completely. She said something dangerous was already happening in the spiritual space around the palace, and that someone had gone and prepared, evil Ìgbagbá, Obi Ata, and Òrógbo with the sacred items meant for OFARENDE. The Great Lion sat up on his bed, confused but angry. He asked her what exactly she meant. And, she explained it clearly. She said that, Ìgbagbá is a sacred powder used during important rites to seal promises, purify intentions, and, strengthen the legitimacy of whatever ritual is being, done. Okay, in a traditional setting like OFARENDE, the Ìgbagbá represent truth and spiritual transparency. It is like the voice of the ancestors confirming that both sides are clean. But she added that evil person can also corrupt it by mixing bad substance into it, or invoking negative chant over it. Once, corrupted, Ìgbagbá becomes something that can scatter relationship, confuse people's mind, or make an entire ritual backfire. They say she also talked about Obi Ata. Obi Ata is basically kola nut broken into pieces and prepared for divination or message receiving moment. In Yoruba land, Obi Ata is not just food. It represents clarity, sincerity, and open communication with the spirit world. Whenever Obi is used, it is believed that whatever is hidden will come out. The ancestors will speak clearly. That is why Obi is so important during events, okay, like the OFARENDE they're about to do tomorrow, because that ceremony involves truth-telling, cleansing, and reconciliation, especially between husband and wife. If anyone tampers with the Obi Ata, the messages will be wrong, confusion will grow, and disagreement will increase. It will even cause the wife to reject the husband spiritually without even knowing. They said Iyanifa also mentioned Òrógbo. What is Òrógbo? Now, they said while Iyanifa was talking, Iyanifa also mentioned Òrógbo. Òrógbo is bitter cola, a traditional item that symbolizes longevity, patience, endurance, and strength of union. It is used during events like OFARENDE and other events because it blesses the marriage or reconciliation with long life, steady commitment, maturity, and spiritual resistance against any evil attack. If someone poisons Òrógbo with negative energy or substances, it can turn the blessing into bitterness inside, the event or the home. There might be constant disagreement between husband and wife, spiritual dryness, or the feeling that the union is not strong enough to stand challenges. She said all these items were placed together with the sacred ones that were prepared to for the final stage of OFARENDE, and somebody had already gone close to tampering with them. And she said she caught a strange spiritual energy around that area, and she knew immediately that someone had mixed evil Ìgbagbá, evil manipulation around the Obi Ata, and dangerous intention around the Òrógbo. She didn't know if the person was a wife at the time, a palace woman, or an outsider. All she knew was that if the Great Lion did not come out immediately, the entire process would scatter. And she also talked about what do you call garden egg, okay? Garden egg, that all the garden eggs that had been prepared to give, I think they said Iyanifa was saying that they shouldn't give garden egg, they should not present garden egg, and all it was, in fact, the tension was something else. He said as Iyanifa spoke, the great lion was, utterly confused. Like he woke up, his eyes were cleared immediately, and he was wondering why someone would want to destroy an event that they have, taken out time to plan for, over a year now. Why would somebody want to do that? And in that very shameful manner that Iyanifa said that she had a spiritual energy, like she saw, okay, that this was happening already, that the that was what she had to say to the great lion, that the great lion will have to get up and take action. Like emphatically, she talked about garden egg that is meant for guests. Yes, they called it a Yoruba name that I couldn't even pronounce. I think it has a name that is like, is it Ìgbagbá or Likan? Yes, she also talked about those that the great lion should not allow them present that Ìgbagbá or Likan. In Africa, when there is a very serious traditional event, generally people present garden egg to visitors. They'll take it around visitors. Like almost all the visitors, they like to just bite garden egg. They like to eat garden egg, and they present it. And they say Yoruba people do this as well, okay? I know, so the Ofarende is a traditional and a very humble and sacred event, okay, that is supposed to take place tomorrow. They have made all arrangement for some of these traditional items that will be used for that event, and the arrangement, everything, they are being washed and kept stored right there in the palace, right? And so Iyanifa told the great lion that for this Ofarende, they should not even present that garden egg, that it will bring a whole lot of problems and confusion, because they won't know which is which. When they start putting the tray, like of the garden egg, sending the tray around, different trays will come out, and they will not know which one is which one. And people will eat from different trays because they will not know. All they know is that, okay, we have offered garden egg, that happens to be the plan of the evil people, that they should not present it. When, in fact, they said when the great lion heard of all of this, the great lion did not even know what to make out of it. He was so angry. The great lion threw on his wrapper immediately and rushed out of the room. His mind was boiling. His chest was heavy. He felt anger because he knew exactly the kind of people capable of doing such things. He also felt fear, because OFARENDE is not just a ceremony, it's the final reconciliation, the last step before he could hold the jewel's hand publicly again and stand beside her without any spiritual barrier. And they say as he rushed towards, one of the guards, he called on them. In fact, they all woke up and, they started preparing to go out. The security, they started calling elders and all of that, so they could see what they can do immediately to avert that situation, because the Iyanifa had already warned him that if he does not take immediate action, that something is going to go down very bad on that Saturday. This is what we are hearing. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.